Robert Elms Show on BBC London 94.9 FM. And it's become an absolutely ensconced tradition on the show that in the last half an hour on a Saturday, we invite someone to create a lovely weekend. 48 hours, all spent within the M25, enjoying themselves and everything that London has to offer. And we call them a London Weekender. We call them up on the phone and we hear what they've got planned. And today, that person is Michael from Bermondsey. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Robert. Good afternoon.
And a very good afternoon to you too, sir.
Thank you.
Have we got a busy weekend ahead of us?
We have, yeah. We've got a very busy weekend, yeah.
Now, normally I start the weekend with sort of food and drink just to get us fortified. Is that all right by you?
That's fine, yeah.
Where are we going to go then? What are we going to have?
Well, I do have favourites, but in the end I've gone for one that's got just so much character, and that is the Boot Flogger.
Right. Is this a pub?
It is a pub.
Sounds like a pub.
But it's something, it's a little bit different from the normal pub. It's in Red Cross Way, and it's like nothing down there, but it's bang opposite the Crossbones Cemetery, which I'm sure you know.
Oh, I know where we're at. Well, you said there's nothing down there. We're not a million miles from Borough Market.
I know, but this is like off that beaten track.
Okay, and what's it called again?
The Boot Flogger.
Because I'm taking notes here, because I don't know that pub at all. I always end up in the Market Porter or whatever.
No. You've got to go round the corner.
Okay, so we're going to the Boot Flogger. What, do you know what road it's on?
Red Cross Way.
Red Cross Way. And what will we have there?
Well, there's no draft beer. It's
right.
Port, sherry and wine. That's the order of the day. It's like walking back into a Dickens set. Or Dickens, it's like walking back into the 19th century.
Wow.
Chesterfield's dust, old books, and yeah, it's like big barrels of port and sherry behind the bar, and that's it. But the food, you know, the food is superb, very much an English cuisine.
I was going to say, what were you going to eat then? And do you go for lunch or dinner? Which would you do?
But I've been for both.
Right.
It's usually office people in the week,
yeah.
And then those office people like to go round and have a bottle of wine after and a bit of dinner.
Yeah.
The game pie, it's big and it's fresh. It probably needs shooting again before you tuck it. I've had it and it's like, yeah, it's good.
Cool, so we're going to have a glass of sherry and a game pie.
Yeah.
How brilliant is that?
They also have like port and cigar nights.
Right.
Which are very well attended. I don't.
No, I don't partake myself. I'll have the port.
I hope people do, and they head there when they have the special nights.
Excellent. So, and who are you going to dine with, do you reckon, Michael?
Well, I'll take Sean because he loves a cigar, and the esteemed Dr. Emma Itch because she likes meeting new people, going to new places, and is always up for a pub crawl, this is a good start for a pub called the Boot Flogger.
Excellent. So we've begun the weekend in the Boot Flogger. I think that's great. We're fortified with some game pie and a glass of sherry or port or whatever takes your fancy. Maybe even a puff on a cheroot.
Yeah.
Now you've got to do something that we might consider cultural.
Cultural, Tame Modern's too easy.
Yeah. It's quite nearby.
It is, you know, but for a real cultural event, for me, it's the Bermondsey Carnival.
Again?
It's once a year.
Right.
But it brings all of Bermondsey together. I'm guaranteed to bump into someone that on that one day a year, that's people I've met for 30 or 40 years. And this year it's Chaz and Dave.
Oh,
we've
brilliant.
had Tilbrook, we've had Difford, Paul Carrot, the Blockheads, Bill Wyman's, Rhythm Kings. It's all absolute giants of music. They come and it's a free concert for us, and it's my culture.
Well, I mean, for those stupid North Londoners amongst us, tell us more about where it is.
It's in Southwark Park, which is like the heart of Bermondsey. It's like the big green space in Bermondsey.
Yeah.
Which is...
Are we quite near Bermondsey Street there?
No, if you come through Rotherhithe Tunnel and didn't go round the roundabout, you'd end up in Southwark Park.
Okay.
Through the fence as well. Or come over Tower Bridge and chuck a left.
Right.
And, yeah, that's it. And now, because it's not a working class area no more, we've got a whole new class of people moved in. You get a real mix of people there and a real mix of stuff going on there.
And what time of year is the festival?
I think it was June this year.
Right.
So it's one of those Saturdays where it was rain and sun, but the the rain stopped for Chaz and Dave at 6 o'clock, so that was all right.
Ah, brilliant. So we're going to have the Bermondsey Festival laid on specially for your weekend, Michael, and you're going to meet lots of old mates.
Yeah.
You said...
I've always got to go there with the local Winkle man. He's Paul, the local Winkle man.
Is he still have you still got a Winkle man?
Well, of course we've got the Winkle man. Yeah, we've got lots of Winkle mans in Bermondsey still.
Because you were saying it's not, primarily a working class neighbourhood anymore, but are people holding on, the old residents, if you like?
The pubs are closing down and they're changing into, like, different...
Gastro pubs or whatever.
But, yeah, we've got Russell the Fish, we've got Paul the Winkle man, but they ain't sort of outside every pub like they was a few years ago, but we can still go and get our Paul and Winkle.
Excellent. So, thus far, right, we've had some really good grub and a couple of glasses to fortify ourselves. Then we've been to a fantastic local festival with some brilliant music. Now you've got to do a journey. Are you going to leave Bermondsey or are you going to stay local?
Well, yeah, we're going out of Bermondsey.
Right.
We're going on the boat up to the Thames barrier. Just to go through the barrier.
Through the Thames barrier. You see when it shuts, these big round things spin round, but underneath is a big, as it spins round, a big shield comes up.
So yeah, that'd be us up to the barrier. You got to stop off at Greenwich Park because even as a Londoner, I can never tire that view from the top.
No.
So it must be great for tourists.
I'm prepared to admit that's the best view in London, I reckon.
Oh, no.
Standing by the statue of Wolfe.
Yeah, and it's got to be had. But while you're there, I don't know if you've done this one, you've got to have if you're travelling on a journey, you've got to have the cable cars at O2.
I've never done it.
It's the best ride in London. It's better than that London Eye. It moves about, it shakes,
You're putting me off here. And I think you can use your Oyster card on it, can't you?
You can, or a travel card or something. It's like you get out. There's a station there, one of the Jubilee stations, and you pretty much right on it.
And so we've had a boat ride down past the Thames barrier. We've had a little go on a cable car and a bit of cake and back again.
That's it.
That's a very nice journey. I suspect everything we've done so far is things that you do quite regularly.
I do them quite a lot, yeah, because I've got Swedish family, so every time they come over, it's like boat trip, up Greenwich, then back to the South Bank,
The next thing is going to be out of the ordinary, because it's something that, a bit unusual, pushes the boundaries a bit adventurous. This is your wild card. What are you going to do, Michael?
You know what I'm going to do? I'd like to parachute into the Tower of London, but I don't think they're going to have that.
You can if you want.
Can I today?
Have you ever parachuted?
No.
Well, then learn first, is what I would suggest.
Well, you know what I've chosen, Robert? And I know you can do this. You can kind of trek over the O2.
I know, I've heard about that.
And I know my friend Diane, she done it last week, and she was very excited about it. And so, yeah, I can do that, and that's what I'll do while I'm up there. Cable car, the dome, work up another appetite and the first and all that.
OK, so what you're going to do is, and a mate of mine has done it as well, you go walking over the roof of the dome.
Yeah, it's like, and I've seen them, I've been there and wondered what was going on, and I found out about it. And, you walk over and you there's a photo opportunity at the top of the thing, and then you come down. It's quite a trek by all accounts. Yeah,
and I think you'd need a head for heights as well, because you're pretty high up there.
I've kind of got that. I've kind of been slowly finding it, and most of the people I know haven't. Yeah, I'm not bad with heights. I'm scared of almost everything except heights. And you know what I'd take up there? My friend Ed Gray, the artist. Oh, I know Ed. He's a friend of mine as well. Yeah, and he'd take his sketchbook up there and eventually produce a painting from the experience, I would imagine. How fantastic. I tell you can't take is Maxwell Hutchinson. No. He's terrified of heights. He's a right coward when it comes to anything off the ground. I'm surprised. Since, the London Eye and the Shard and the cable cars, I know I love to do it all. I ain't stopped bumping into people going, no, I ain't going up there. I ain't having none of that. Yeah, they're missing out on so much.
Well, you're definitely having some of that, Michael. You mentioned you might have built up a bit of a thirst and a hunger again. Anywhere else you want to pop in and get something to eat?
Well, I like the little pub crawl along the river.
Okay. What's your favourite one?
Probably, you know...
I like the Angel at Rotherhove.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was born within 100 yards of that.
Was you?
Yeah.
What, in that estate at the back of it? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Back on the estate, yeah. All my family been getting drunk there for 150 years.
I love that pub, it's one of my favourites.
But you should try the other one a little bit further on, the Mayflower.
Yep, I've been there as well.
They haven't got as good views, but it's a better pub.
Right, okay, so we'll have a pint in the Mayflower at some point along the way.
The Mayflower, the Angel, working one. I'd even slip over Underford Bridge for a quick one in Gordon's Wine Bar.
God, what, you're going to come over to our side?
Not too far. You start seeing all sides from Macclesfield and all that good stuff. No.
That's like me. That was that time I drove to... I've never driven in South London. I drove down there once and I got horribly lost. And there was a sign for Portsmouth.
Yeah, well, the A3 starts at the Elephant, doesn't it?
So, finally, Michael, I don't know how old you are. I haven't ascertained that. Are you too old to go out boogieing?
I ain't too old for nothing. I'm telling you.
So what are you going to do after dark?
Right. It's theatre.
Right.
And my favourite little theatre is the Union Theatre.
Where's that?
Which is, it's the road that follows on from the Cut.
Okay.
You come over Waterloo, go down the Cut, over Blackfriars Road, then it turns into Union Street.
Yeah.
It's a lovely little place, under railway arches. You know, it's been there kind of come over 20 years, and it was there when that was a desolate part of town.
Right.
Everything shut at 5, didn't even open at weekends, but the Union was there as like a beacon for culture and art and theatre. But now it's in the centre of Tate Modern, Young Vic, Sherwood, and there you've got a Gordon Ramsay restaurant just opposite now.
I mean, the transformation of that bit, not just the bit around it, but the whole of the South Bank has been incredible, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's spreading out from the South Bank now.
Yeah.
Rents are going up. There was a big campaign to keep the Union open last year, and which was successful. And
so, what are we going to go and see at the Union Theatre?
Well, you know what they're kind of getting really famous for now is the fantastic musicals they put on.
Really?
In this little...
You don't think of musicals in sort of off-fringe theatre, do you?
They do Blockbuster on an intimate level, and it's great. You know, if you're at the front, those eye-kicking legs, they're flying past it. They're sweating.
That's a sight to behold, Michael.
Yeah, it is. And it through going to there, I found a love for Gilbert and Sullivan.
No, get out of it.
I didn't know how funny they was, Gilbert and Sullivan. They're hilarious.
Do you know what? I've never seen a Gilbert and Sullivan. I'm ashamed to admit.
Well, try it. They're just so funny. And not only that, out the front, they've got this little cafe.
Right.
It does the cheapest Beigels in town. Right. So you've got all these black cab drivers who know it. They know all the moves, don't they?
Yeah.
They're queuing up for... I think it's £2 for a bacon Beigel and a coffee.
God.
Bacon Beigel, that's a liberty anyway, isn't it? You know, they're breaking some kind of religious law.
I suspect it's not quite kosher, that one, is it? A bacon Beigel?
Bacon Beigel and a coffee, £2.
That's what salt beef is for.
You can't get enough of them. And when the cafe's run by a few fellas, lovely fellas, like, I suppose in America they'd be called rested actors.
Right.
But what I would call the great undiscovered. You know, I've seen these boys work. It's exceptional, and it's living proof that the best don't rise to the top. You know.
So, Michael, let me just take stock of this night out so far. We're going to go and see Gilbert O'Sullivan.
Gilbert and Sullivan.
I was winding you up.
Got me.
Gilbert and Sullivan. A performance of what's your favourite?
Pirates of Penzance.
Pirates of Penzance down at the Union Theatre on Union Street. Yeah. We're going to have a bacon Beigel.
Yeah.
Afterwards. And then what is it, a stroll home?
Well, if it's the last night, they do some fantastic end-of-run parties. They just go on right through Sunday and everything. But yeah, the stroll home, got to go down the river. The lights are on, you know, and it's lovely, the Thames lit up in it, South Bank and over your side. And maybe catch a little nightcap in the Angel, I think. I
just think you've created an absolutely fantastic weekend there, Michael.
I fancy doing it again this weekend.
Well, the whole world awaits. The world is your lobster, or whatever the expression is, Michael.
Yeah. But yes, it's all good stuff there, and you can't beat it.
Well, I tell you what, I wouldn't beat it. I would join it because I'd come to every single one of them.
You're very welcome.
Michael, you've been a lovely, lovely person to spend a weekend with. Thank you very,
Thanks
very
for
much,
having
sir.
me, Robert.
Cheers, mate. So there you go, Michael from Bermondsey, our London weekender of the week. And what a fantastic weekend he had for us. And I learnt a lot there. Never had a bacon Beigel. I've never been to the Union Theatre. I didn't know that bar that he started, or the pub that he started off in, down near the Borough. So that's exactly what you can do with a London weekend. I love all of that stuff. It's full of insider information, always intriguing, gives you an opportunity to kind of share some of your passions with London. So, as I said earlier on, why don't you have a go at that?